Hey guys, DVSGames here, welcome to another video. So this is our guild tournament. Not sure exactly what happened to the first little bit of the video. I lost the intro and I lost the team selection. But as you can see here, this is just a basic Lucian team. We're going to use Megan to buff up our Lucian, kill something, then we're going to use Belager to clean everything up. Super simple. Sorry, I don't know what happened there. Here we got the Galleon, Tiana, Poseidon, which is fairly easy to deal with. Bring in Leo. Hopefully Tiana's not on Will. We're able to use Jin to go ahead and provoke things if possible. And then we bring in the Skogul because he's really tanky. He's not going to take a lot of damage from that Poseidon. The Tiana is definitely a different story, but we can work around that when we get to it. No Will, great, resisted the pushback, but she didn't go for her strip, which I guess doesn't really matter. Leo almost dies here. That's cool. She takes the defense break off for us. We're able to use Leo's skill to his torrent to heal back up, and then Skogul's rock drop will go ahead and make short work of the rest of it. Leo can clean up. Jin was supposed to use a provoke, but obviously can't. So, you know, fun times. Going into another team that we're going to be seeing here. Let's see, we got the Dominic, Juno, and Nana, which is fine. I used Trisar and Skogul here as HP based damage, and Rina to draw the Dominic's attacks. It works well. Nana's gonna attack Rina, shield's gonna be up, shouldn't be able to penetrate it. There's a decent amount of resistance on my Skogul, not so much on my Trisar. I need to up that. But yeah, as you can see here, Rina can take damage, that's fine. She's got Destroy on her as well, but obviously it's not gonna come into play here. Kill the Dominic off real quick, then focus on the Juno. And after that, it's just basically waiting for rocks to come back up. But we can go ahead and focus on the Nana as well. Super simple, easy win. The good thing about being in G1 guild is that you don't see a lot of meta teams that G3 players use. And when you do, they don't have the quality of G3 guilds. So definitely helpful. This team I thought was kind of interesting. And I thought I had a way around it. I was going to use Chilling to steal the buffs from the Rakan, deal with the Rakan, and then from there would be a pretty simple fight. I just needed to make sure that Chilling stayed alive, so I figured I could bring in Fen Yang and the Wind Druid, but unfortunately, doesn't work out the way I want it to. I was really thinking that this would be safe enough. But the double provoke right off the bat, plus the revenge, I was like, okay, not a problem. We still got the revive, so we'll be alright from our Tyrannus. As you can see here, Chilling gets the buffs. That's what we wanted. He's going to put more buffs on, no big deal. But again, another collapse proc, another collapse proc. This Rakan he hit every time he needed to. I was hoping that would be enough to take out the water Shadowcaster. I don't remember his name. Minato, yeah, that guy. That didn't do it. I wasn't able to get the defense break off. And of course, down goes Fen Yang. And really shortly hereafter, down will also go the Chilling. At this point, yeah, it's just a loss. There's really nothing I can do here. I should have just quit, but I didn't, and I didn't get another turn. So, like I said, I should have quit. Fun defense. I thought it was cool. Figured I'll come back to it later. Take a look at a different defense here. Now this is not a bad defense. It's a 4-star tower, so obviously you're going to see some things that you got to deal with, and they're going to be a little different. As I said, G1, not G3. But I think I decided to go with this one first, and it's not a super hard decision to go through. Joltan will be the focus of their attacks. So you just bring in 2 other water units. In this case, I bring in Vigor and the Suiki. With the attack power lead, should be enough. Obviously, their Vigor's going to be faster than us. He's got the speed lead, and they're typically built pretty quick. We'll start off with a defense break here. Now we know the Huadav is going to keep everybody alive, so we're just going to continue to work everybody down little by little. I messed up there. I should have gone for the heal block, but oh well. What do you do? And with Vigor's heal, it's actually counterproductive with Joltan's passive because you really want them to crit on him so that he can take advantage of that and then they kill themselves. Huadan being there to keep the Vigor alive is a pretty smart thing, but not really a huge issue because all you gotta do is work on one monster until he dies, and then Huadan goes down naturally just because of the damage he's gonna take. So here I think I was trying to figure out what skill to use, or maybe my food was getting ready. I don't know exactly what happened there. Anyway, I must have left the phone for a couple of seconds. Come back, finish things off. It's not super hard. From here it's elementary. Good job. Then going on to the next fight, I believe I go back to that tower. I consider doing this again. I really want to hit it. So I bring in my Chow. He can make short work of the Rakan, obviously. I think that the Chow setup is pretty simple. But I do need something that's going to be targeted by the Rakan. So I think I'm going to go double water here, as well as I use my Kinky. I believe that's how that works. Maybe I'm just looking for options. Yeah, I go for Kinky. And then I go back to a secondary water unit, which in this case I do believe is, yeah, the Praha. We'll give everybody some resistance on it. Hopefully that'll avoid the provokes. It also gives us a strip, which is great. And we can definitely use that. Now, Chow's passive allows him to get rid of that provoke, so he can choose who he wants to hit if there's a more opportune attack. There's a strip, takes everything down. Then the Rakan goes for the Juno, which was kind of surprising, kind of scary. Go for the heal. And from here, like I said, we literally just gotta deal with the Rakan. Take him out first. And after you take him out, it's really not that big of a deal. Next thing that we'll do is we'll go ahead and start working on the Minato, defense break, and 1 justice from the Chow, and that's easy enough. After this, it's just Louise, and although I'm not scared of her killing us, because of the fact that my damage is coming from the off element, it's definitely going to take a lot longer than it probably should. But we'll get there. It'll happen. Just little by little, chunking her down, getting through her shield, getting through her invincibility, and of course Praha is able to turn things into dots, so that's definitely helpful. And yeah, on to the next one. For the next fight, we go back to that 4-star tower, and we're gonna go ahead and take on this Carcano defense. Obviously it's going to be fast, but we can copper dozer it. I'm pretty confident in the fact that my Imisetti is going to be faster than their attacks. For the most part, Vigor might outspeed him, and in this case I think he does. Yeah, but everything's on will, so we're not worried about it. First things first, use Dozer to take out the Carcano. And then after that, use Copper to take out the Vigor. And kind of risky just because of the fact that there is the whole anti-crit on there, but as you can see, works out. We've got a couple of stuns on our team, and 3 versus 1. I really don't think that the Jubel is able to kill us. Maybe if he was on Vampire Revenge, but I highly doubt it. Anyway, it just plays through, and yeah, that's how you win. And then we'll go ahead and take a look at the next defense, which is this one, and we're just going to use a Speed Lucian team here. I don't think I have it preset, so I have to actually build it real quick. And we're basically just going to use the Kamoon Konamiya Lucian. It's a pretty old team. It works fairly well still. Now I've already used my big Lucian, so this is actually a Fatal Lucian. It's not super strong, but it should be enough to get the job done. Kill off their main damage dealer, we avoid the defense break, kill off the defense break, and then from here it's just a matter of taking out the Chasun, which should be fairly simple when we got a Lucian and a Kamoon. And yeah, there we go. Another one down. Now from here we'll go ahead and get into the next fight, which is this one is actually a little bit trickier for me. I'm out of speedy teams that can tank, so I'm considering a full fire team here, and the fire team that I want to use is definitely not going to be the team that I end up going with, just basically because of the fact that I was hoping that my my fire espresso cookie would be I don't think I expect him to be faster. I don't know. I thought maybe he'd be able to not get beat up by the Wind Robo. By the way, when it comes down to the Wind Robo, he's actually very good, so don't underestimate him. I really thought the extra HP plus a decent amount of speed plus, some heals would be enough. So that's what we go in with. I get stripped. I get a little bit back, but there, Taki just goes with the one violent proc. He's able to kill me off. Had a decent amount of damage on him as well. Stuns do what they do. Maybe I misplayed here. Maybe I should have gone for the heal, but I didn't. That's my fault again. Can't blame anybody but myself for that. And in all reality, I got manhandled here. There's no excuses for it. This was a good defense, and I mispicked into it, so that's my fault. Can't fight it. And going into this one, now this defense I thought was actually kind of cool. It's I got all these units, so I think it's something that I might actually build and give a shot. Now I was thinking I can draw the Fenyang with my tractor, and I can deal with the Tessarion with my Fenyang, and I figured I'll just bring in my Nora because she'll be able to add heals, get dots on, take some strips, no big deal. There wouldn't be a lot of damage coming from the Tetra, but there is a lot of sustain coming from the Tetra, and that is what I don't think I was counting on. So it was definitely not what I was expecting. Like I said, it did surprise me. I liked it. I liked the way it worked. I really do think that this is something I'm going to build up, and I might try it. It seems like a different defense. Not necessarily an amazing defense, but definitely different. And I like fighting things that are different, so maybe it'll surprise a couple people. Maybe it won't. But for the next season, I do plan on building this, because I fought this for a long time, and I just didn't win. It just kept coming back. And as you can see, the Tetra just gets violent procs exactly when she needs them. I think I ended up going in here with a mixed game plan. I wanted to take out the Tessarian first, and then I was like, no, never mind. Maybe I'll take out the Tetra, because she's obviously healing a lot, and her passive of reducing the amount of debuffs on her allies is obviously a good thing. It's helping a lot. And I probably should have just gone for the Tetra right off the bat, because I thought I was doing okay. I thought I could get the provoke. That didn't work. And here she'll get a huge heal, puts a shield on herself, and I believe here she's going to proc out of this stun, take off the defense break, and no, she didn't proc, but she lowered the defense break. Then she woke up, and no big deal. I think it's this stun where she procs. But either way, she's got a decent amount of resistance on her, decent amount of HP. I just couldn't get past it, and I was like, oh, okay, well, this is different. I like it. Respect. So this fight does go on for a while. I do end up losing it. It's like I said, it was a fun fight. I like this team. I thought this team was cool. It does look like there is destroy just on the Fen Yang, which is more than enough. Yeah, once Honora got low enough, Tessarian just takes him out, or takes her out, and there's nothing I can do about that. The shields coming from the Tetra obviously make it hard to keep a defense break on anybody, along with her passive. So yeah, definitely a different and fun defense. I do like it. I think I'm going to build it. And then at this point, I know it's a loss, so I just put it in auto, let it play out. I think I ended up going 7-3, which is not great, but you know what? All I aim for is 7 when we do guild attacks, and we're not super competitive, so for me that's good enough. Anyway, I hope you guys liked it. Hope you guys enjoyed it. If there's anything you want to see as far as guild battles go, let me know. With the exception of inner server, because right now we're at C1 and there's really not a whole lot of usable content there. But thanks for watching, guys. See you in the next one. Laters.